All right, we're going to look at the hind leg. The big muscle that is reflected at this point is your biceps femoris. We kind of pulled that up so we could see some of the other ones in our calf. The next muscle we'll look at is a gluteus medius, and with this it's a little bit bigger than the gluteus maximus. Gluteus maximus right here. If we removed a little bit more of this tissue, you'd see that division. I'm going to try to zoom in here. All right. The cauda femoralis is the next one we're going to look at. That's kind of, I'm going to say, the thin strip that lies right next to the biceps femoris. When you separate it from there, this is what's left. Tensor fascia latae. As you guys recall, when you went ahead and removed this fascia, that was really coming from that muscle up here. The vastus lateralis, you can see, and we'll look at that from the other side as well. All right, continuing on, we're going to look at our calf. We've got the gastrocnemius, that's our big muscle. Separated from that is our soleus. We have the peroneus group would be the next muscle. Our extensor digitorum longus, and then that tibialis anterior, sometimes it's a little bit hard to separate, but it's separated here, and then our calcaneal tendon. Also on this picture, not labeled, would be our semitendinosus and semimembranosus. We'll see those on the other side. I've included this picture just to see I'm not labeling it, but see if you can go between the last slide and this one and identify the muscles. A little bit of practice for you. All right, now we're looking at the other side. The cat is lying on its back. This would be what we look at, the groin area. As you recall, the two muscles, the sartorius and the gracilis, were lying over these areas. They are reflected, so the sartorius is here, gracilis is here. I'm going to try zooming in again. We'll look at our quadriceps. We have the vastus lateralis, which we saw from the last side, and the vastus medialis. On your word list, you also have the vastus intermedius. That muscle lies directly beneath, like right underneath this rectus femoris. So we always say, you know, the vastus muscles are like the hot dog bun, and that rectus femoris would lie in the middle. It's pretty easy to identify that way. Zoom in just a little bit more. We're looking at the pectineus muscles. They're a small muscle group, usually pretty dark. And this, if we could remove a little bit more of this fat, we'd see them a little bit better. And then the adductor longus, and most of the cats, it's a little bit darker. And then we have our adductor femoris. And then, let me zoom out a little bit, that semimembranosus, which we saw from the other side, and the semitendinosus from this view. This is also the gastrocnemius from this side. All right, that's about it for this cat video. Enjoy your studying.